Hello and welcome to Ready Bet Action. We just finished our NFL picks for the weekend, but now we're coming to you with one of our specialties, something that we have really been making some money on since we started this show, and that is our soccer picks. And when I say our, I mean Stefan's is definitely more of the resident soccer expert than I am. I'm a fan. Soccer betting is not my forte, but we're definitely going to go ahead and go with you for this, Stefan. But before we do, don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, X, and wherever you get your podcasts. You can get the full episodes there and on YouTube. And those are really the best places to find us. And we're streaming live now, so we'll have some folks join us and hopefully have a quick, great show here to get some soccer picks. Where do you want to kick us off? Is my kickoff reference? Is that what they call it to start the game?
Yep. And this first one is shout out to our friends at the football betting podcast over in the lovely England. They will be joining us next week for some soccer picks. Please check out their podcast. They go much more in depth. You know us. We like to keep it quick and dirty. We're going to go to some lower league soccer to start off the show. We're going to go with a squad that has been a part of many of our parlays. We're just going to take them outright on the money line. Peterborough are a quality squad going up against a Charlton's team that's just really out of form right now. Peterborough should take care of business fairly easily. We're going to keep this episode short, so I'm going to just keep rolling to the next one. Barrow is in the playoff right now in League Two. In fact, before they went up against the buzzsaw that is Wrexham AFC, they were in second or third place. They'd lost that game. They were up 1-0. They gave up 3 goals in the extra time in the first half, like 45 plus 1, 45 plus 2, and 45 plus 3. It was pretty awesome. Anyway, Barrow's a very, very good squad. If they were putting together the type of season that Wrexham was, you would have heard of them. If they had Wrexham's name, they're doing exactly what you would hope a club would do. So we're going to take them on the money line plus 105. Great value, not super sexy, but they talked about this one on that show too, which I really liked. Next, we're going to go over to Serie A, and I've got 2 games that we're going to smash together on a parlay here. First, we're going to take Bologna to win or draw. Bologna, they play in Serie A. They have been dipping in form as of late. They're playing Cagliari, who is a really bad squad. Bologna has been very, very good this year. They were in the Champions League hunt for quite some time before just having a rough set of games right before the break. But again, we just need them to not lose, and then we will be fine. This next game, Fiorentina and Udinese, that we're going to parlay this Bologna pick with, we're going to take under 3.5 total goals. I honestly think, Eric, there's going to be fewer than 2 goals in this game. Fiorentina, they pride themselves on their defense, especially at home. I think they probably get out of there with a 1-0 win. But just to be careful, let's just take that under 3.5. Both these teams really do rely on their defense. That is Serie A for you. They love their defensive football. So we're going to go with that parlay. So Bologna and draw parlayed with the under 3.5 total goals in Fiorentina Udinese. Thoughts? Anything?
I love your last pick that you're about to go into here.
Okay.
I love it. The way that you're structuring it, the teams, all of it. So I'm just prepping for.
You're excited for what's about to happen?
My excitement for this. It's going to be great. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk about what we're going to do here. We're going to do a round robin bet, which we have not talked about yet on this show. So we are going to talk about it now. A round robin bet is essentially grouping bets that you like into one bet, but it's actually much more than that, because what you're doing is you're betting each of the options that are available. So say you have 3 teams in this. We have Man City, Leverkusen, and Girona, all to win their matches. So the bet essentially is Man City parlayed with Leverkusen, and then a separate bet of Man City parlayed with Girona. And then you also have Leverkusen with Girona. So you have multiple bets. You're betting this every which way. So you get that, the 2x3 at plus 136, meaning if all three of these teams win, you get a plus 136. The other way to bet this is just a three-way parlay, Man City, Leverkusen, and Girona all to win, and you get that at plus 263. So we're going to do a half a unit on the round robin 2x3, and we're going to do a half a unit on the 3-pick parlay. Now, Eric, let me tell you why I like this play so much.
Let's do it.
Man City is playing Newcastle. Newcastle is struggling with being able to put a decent squad together because of injuries. And also we have the African Cup of Nations as well as the Asian Cup starting. So a lot of great players are representing their countries for these tournaments. Man City has not one player gone somehow.
Man, that's
so
crazy.
Man City still has their full squad. And again, Man City is Man City. They're traveling to Newcastle, but I think they get it done. Girona, if they just get a point, if they just draw this match against Almeria, who we've bet against a ton of times. Almeria, I think, is in the very bottom of the table. Girona is about to be in first place. We have an opportunity to take a top team against a bottom team. Girona started off the year with a win against Atletico Madrid. They're absolutely on fire. One of their strikers is probably going to be sold during this transfer window here in January because they're just doing so damn good. And finally, we're going to take Leverkusen, who have yet to lose a game this season in all competitions. And Leverkusen is playing Augsburg, who are not a formidable force. Leverkusen are without a few of their stars because of AFCON, but they'll still be just fine. I really like this parlay and round robin quite a bit. You were excited about it. Did I get through that okay? Was I able to explain that in a way that made sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone who's fast forwarding to the end of this show for the rundown picks is going to miss why that's such a great value and great bet. But hey, you know, that's the value of subscribing to the whole podcast and listening to the whole thing. It's 8 minutes of your time if we get through this rundown. So this is the part of the show that we do the rundown. Stefan, why don't you give us your soccer picks for this weekend? Today is January 12th, and we are talking about games happening this coming weekend.
Yeah, that's right. And not all of these games are on Saturday. Some of them are on Sunday. I don't think I included any Monday games, but we're going to start with Peterborough on the money line going to Charlton. We get that at minus 110. Incredible value. I like the value of this next play even more. We're going to get Barrow on the money line. Again, money line just means we need them to win the game, and we get that at plus 105. So if you place $100 bet, you're going to get your $100 back, as well as an additional $105. Always lovely. I'm getting told that my computer's about to die, so this is perfect. Next, we're going to go with Bologna to win or draw, and we're going to parlay that with an under 3.5 total goals in that Fiorentina-Udinese game, both those games in Italy in Serie A. Finally, we have a 3-team round robin bet and 3-team parlay. We're going to do Man City on the money line, Leverkusen on the money line, and Girona on the money line. Again, those are some of the top clubs in England, Germany, and Spain, respectively. So that was your breakdown for the upcoming weekend of soccer. We hit all the major divisions, all the major in soccer. So we even got you some League Two in there for some soccers for England. So we hit a lot right there, and fun as always to talk some soccer.
Absolutely. Go check out our NFL Wildcard Weekend episode that we just posted. They'll be posted pretty close to each other. Go bet on things you can have money going all weekend between soccer and football, and we are excited to get this going. We will see everyone here early next week.
Bye.